Your business is bleeding upwards of $60,000 and you're doing it on purpose. You're storing every frame of footage you've ever shot. That training video series from 2022 sits next to last year's corporate event, gathering digital dust across Dropbox, Google Drive, and hard drives scattered around your office. Hundreds of terabytes of files your clients will likely never touch again. And every month you pay the subscription fees, you cover the power bills, you replace the failing drives. You're funding a museum of work nobody visits, and it's destroying your margins. And the worst part is you think you're being loyal, professional, thorough, but your loyalty is costing you a lot of money. And there's a simple 3-tier system that fixes this. I'm Den from the Video Business Accelerator. I help production companies scale past $250,000 a year with business optimization. And one of the first things we audit is storage infrastructure. Because here's what happens. You start the business, you get some clients, you deliver great work, and you keep everything because you're a good operator. You think, what if they need it again? What if there's a revision that I'll be needed to do? I'll just keep it all. Fast forward 3 years and you're paying $800, $1,200, maybe $1,500 a month across multiple cloud platforms, external drives, NAS upgrades, and you're still running out of space. In today's session, you'll learn why the cloud cost trap is getting worse, not better. The exact 3-tier storage system that protects your data without destroying margins, and the revenue strategy that makes clients pay for their own archiving. Let's break it down. Let's talk about the cloud cost trap, the promise versus reality. 5 years ago, cloud storage was sold as the solution. Unlimited storage, access anywhere, anytime, collaborative workflows. Just pay a monthly fee and never worry about hard drives again. Except that's not exactly how it played out. Dropbox eliminated unlimited plans. Google Workspace raised prices and capped storage. Every year these platforms send you that email. We're updating our pricing structure to better serve you. Translation, it's getting more expensive. And you can't just leave, because now you've got 3 years plus of client files locked into their ecosystem. So you pay it month after month. Let me give you the maths on what this actually costs. You're probably running multiple seats on Dropbox or Google Workspace. Let's say 3 team members at $20 per month each, that's $60 a month, $720 a year. But that's not enough storage for a video business, so you've upgraded to the business plan at maybe $100 to $150 per month. Now you're at $1,200 to $1,800 a year, and you've still got external hard drives scattered around because the cloud is too slow for 4K editing workflows. So you're buying new drives every year, another $1,000 to $2,000. Add in the power cost for running a NAS, cooling for your server room or office, and the replacement costs when drives inevitably fail. You're easily at $3,000 to $5,000 per year. And if you think you've been doing this for a decade, that's $30,000 to $50,000 spent storing files for clients who used them once and never looked at them again. Here's the question nobody asks. Why are you paying to archive their old projects? But just on the off chance they'll come back and ask for a new edit? That's a massive false economy. So let's talk about the 3-tier storage system, because there is a better way. And it's what professional post-production houses and broadcasters have been doing for decades. So tier 1, local NAS. That's where your active projects, or what we call hot storage, live. This is your network-attached storage system. Think Synology, QNAP, something with a proper RAID configuration and multiple seats. Current work, recent deliveries, anything you might need to access quickly. You configure this with the RAID 6, which gives you dual disk redundancy. 2 drives can fail and you don't lose anything. You're looking at a system with 60 to 70 terabytes of usable storage. But that's going to cost between $5,000 and $8,000 up front for the hardware and the enterprise drives. Then you're just paying for power and cooling. This is your working storage. Fast access, reliable, under your control. Tier 2 is LTO tape backup, your archive or cold storage. This is where most video businesses have no idea what they're missing. LTO tape systems are how professionals archive. These are physical tape cartridges that hold massive amounts of data, and they're designed for a 30-year archival, and they're completely offline, which means they can't be hacked, they can't be corrupted by ransomware, and they don't require monthly subscriptions. You buy an LTO drive once, about $2,500 to $4,000 depending on the generation. Then you buy tapes at between $50 and $80 each, and each tape holds 12 to 18 terabytes of data. Do the maths. For the cost of 2 years of Dropbox subscriptions, you've got a permanent archival system that will last decades. And here's the critical part. This follows the 3-copy rule. You've got your computer or local drives, NAS, you've got your LTO tape backup, and that tape lives off-site in a safe location. Fire, flood, theft, your data's protected. So at tier 3, we're talking about cloud for critical files only, delivery and masters. Now, I'm not saying eliminate cloud completely. Cloud absolutely has its place. But just remember, cloud is just somebody else's hard drive. Use it for client delivery. Use Frame.io for footage delivery. Use Dropbox for sharing final masters with clients. But you're not using it as your primary archive. You're using it strategically for the 5 to 10% of files that actually need cloud access. Everything else, local NAS and LTO tape. Suddenly your Dropbox bill drops from $150 a month to $30 a month. That's $1,440 saved annually. Now, if you're thinking, this makes sense, but I don't have time to rebuild my entire storage infrastructure while running the business, I get it. That's exactly why we built the systems inside the Video Business Accelerator, because storage is just one piece of the infrastructure puzzle. If you want to see how production companies like yours are breaking past 500K without burning out, I've put together a private briefing that shows the exact 4 shifts we've seen work across 178 plus companies. It's free. Grab it over at denlennie.com/authority-gap. Now let me show you how to turn archiving into revenue. Section 3, the revenue flip. Make clients pay. The 6-month archival policy. Here's the policy we recommend to every coaching member. You keep a complete copy of all project files for 6 months post-delivery at no charge. That covers any revisions, any last-minute changes, and any "can you just tweak this one thing" requests. After 6 months, you reach out with clear professional language. Hi, client name. We've reached the 6-month mark on project name. As per our agreement, we'll be archiving these files unless you need us to maintain active storage. If you'd like us to continue storing your project files for immediate access, we offer ongoing archiving at $25 per month. Otherwise, we'll move these to long-term archive so they can be retrieved within 72 hours notice if needed in the future. What happens next is interesting. About 60% of clients say, no worries, we're good, you can archive it, which means you move to an LTO tape and you're done. About 30% say, actually, yes, keep it active for us. And now you've got recurring revenue. About 10% don't respond, you follow up once, then you archive it anyway. Here's the maths on recurring archival revenue. Let's say you've got 40 clients from the past few years, and let's say 12 of them opt into ongoing archiving at $25 a month. That's $300 per month, or $3,600 per year in recurring revenue. Not huge numbers, but wouldn't you rather be making that than being billed for it? And you're doing absolutely nothing more except keeping the files you were already keeping. And here's the beautiful part. Once you've got 15 to 20 clients on archival retainers, that revenue completely covers your entire storage infrastructure cost. The NAS, the LTO system, the minimal cloud storage, your storage is now self-funding. The language that works. One of our coaching members implemented this exact policy. He sent the email to 30 past clients. 8 of them immediately signed up for ongoing archiving. 4 more came back and said, actually, we need those files for a new project. Can you bill us for a refresh? He made $4,200 in found revenue just from having the conversation. You know, it's important to note here that the best way to make money is to sell more to your existing clients. They're the easiest people to sell to. And the clients who said no, they weren't offended, they understood. It's a perfectly reasonable business policy. You're not holding the work hostage, you're just saying, we'll keep this active and accessible for a fee, or we'll archive it and retrieve it if you need it later. Professional, clear, and fair. So here's the reality about storage costs. The cloud isn't the solution it promised to be. Prices keep rising and you're subsidizing long-term archival for clients who will never use those files again. The 3-tier system is to have a local NAS for active projects. It's fast, reliable, and under your control. LTO tape backup for long-term archive, offline, secure, and permanent. And cloud for critical delivery only, strategic and minimal cost. And the revenue strategy, 6 months free archival, then $25 a month recurring for ongoing active storage, or whatever price you feel like you want to charge. Do this, and your storage infrastructure pays for itself. So here's my question. What are you currently paying per month across all your storage systems? Dropbox, Google Drive, hard drives, everything. Heating, lighting, power, cooling. If you're watching this on YouTube, drop the number in the comment. Storage infrastructure is one cost. But next week, we're tackling the biggest margin decision most video businesses get completely wrong. It's about who you hire and where you hire them. And it's the difference between paying $80,000 for an editor or $20,000 for the same quality and reliability. If you want to see how companies are solving these exact infrastructure problems while scaling past $500,000 in revenue, grab that free private briefing at denlennie.com/authority-gap.